colors creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire.
Men, women, butlers, and members, welcome to Burning Question, the show where the servants only serve to answer the questions. On tonight's episode, we have the nanomachine-infused doggo butler, Akitasu. So, good day, Aki, and welcome. Would you kindly tell us a bit about yourself?
Okay, yeah. Hello everyone. Hello, my KZ's lovely guests. I suppose my name's Akitasu. You may call me Aki, and I am a biomechanical doggo butler.
Hey,
To
could you
serve
tell?
all of you. Yeah, sorry
Could you
about
tell
that.
us?
Yeah, it's
I'm
been
just
long.
asking if could you tell us about like where you're from and how you came to be?
Well, I don't exactly know where I'm from, to be honest. The notes left by my creator is rather incomplete, and there are some parts that is either missing or I haven't, discovered. I suppose that's for a lack of a better term. Well, all I can say is right now I live in a mansion in between dimensions. So it technically exists both here, now, and it doesn't exist.
Okay, I think I somehow get what you're talking about. Just a universe between the universe kind of thing.
Yeah, it is. It is indeed.
Now, could you tell us about like what kind of life do you live? Like, since you are just you essentially don't have like a master to serve. You stream, is that correct?
Well, here's the thing. Since I don't have one singular master to serve, and well, I am actually designed at the very least to be a servant. So, well, I just decided to sort of every single one who needs my help needs some time away from the toils of daily life. And well, one of the ways I do that is by streaming. By
Okay.
being an entertainer.
Okay, I think that's something a lot of people can admire to an extent, since a lot of streamers do this not only for themselves but of course for the people that they try to entertain.
And it's indeed an excuse to bottom out before anybody asks.
To what?
Well, you know, being a bottom, I guess.
Ah.
No, I did say I'm trying to shed my submissive and breedable nature, and I'm now dominant and infertile. So don't show anyone. So don't fuck with me. Don't do anything, okay? And let me be one of your servants. Okay, no, I'm done.
Okay, fair.
I don't know
fair
what
enough.
I don't know what happened there. Sorry about that.
Don't worry about it. So let's start off with the first burning question, which is, how did you know that you were meant to be a butler, seeing as how you gained consciousness essentially alone?
Well, here's the thing. How I exactly gain consciousness is like, from what I can tell, from what I can decipher from my creator's schematics and plans, is basically they just, well, program me as a butler, program me as a servant to, from what I can tell, at the very least, take care of the mansion, take care of the day-to-day runnings.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one way to explain it. And yeah, so basically, and also the schematics for my physical form, for my body,
Mhm.
is similar to a butler. It's basically like you know, suit and tie, gloves, those kind of stuff. And yeah, so from what I can tell, from as long as I can see, like, yeah, you know, you get what I mean. It's
Yeah.
I am meant to be a butler.
Okay, I think that makes sense. So you you essentially just had like all the programming to like a being a butler, like everything from the skills to just the looks, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay, that is
Indeed.
interesting. We actually have a redeem by the Savory Chicken for a burning question guest fact. So could you tell us like a quick fact about yourself?
Oh, okay then. Well, a quick little fact. My tail is one of the most sensitive parts of my body, and well, it's based on trial and error. You can say touching myself.
Okay.
Just
I feel like this like the cliche thing you see in monster girl animes. It's always the tail. It's like the most sensitive part.
Hey, sometimes the cliche is true. Occam's razor. The most simplest explanation can be the final answer.
Fair enough. There is that thing about. But what I don't understand is that if you like watch a bunch of Monster Girl animes, okay, one of my favorites is of course have you seen Monster Girl Doctor?
No, I do not. I am very much an infidel in terms of anime knowledge.
Ah, okay. It's basically like Monster Musume, but like fantasy setting, and the main character is also a doctor.
Interesting.
It is really interesting, but whatever. The one I want to bring up is that the fact that freaking literally like every part that the guy touches is always a sensitive part for the woman. Oh, I'm gonna touch his mermaid's gills, sensitive part. I'm gonna touch his Lamia's tail, sensitive part. I'm gonna touch the hoof of a freaking horse, sensitive.
Why hooves? Because from
I
my
don't know.
no, like my creator left a great library in the mansion. Okay, it's one of
Sure.
one of my most favorite places. And hooves are just basically
Nails, yeah.
nails, right?
I don't know.
Well, I've visited some worlds. I've visited some places. Well, being dimension in between, like a dimension between dimension, I can technically visit some places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, like literally, hooves are just nails. It's just thick.
It's just a really thick nail, but
Yeah, it's
oh, I have to think
science
about it.
fact instead of science fact. It's not a guess fact.
But yeah, I still think it's like rather I still think it's rather weird. Like if you think about it, I think the way to imagine it for humanoids is that just imagine all of your fingers are just fused together and you just have like one big nail. Just one
Technically try that. I
really
can technically,
thick nail.
well, I can technically try that out now, but I am not gonna do that because that's gonna be freaky, and I don't want to mess with programming anymore.
It's gonna mess with like some people.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, still, it's still rather interesting, like how people perceive different things, but still kind of interesting in how like somehow in like anime tropes, everything is sensitive to the monster girl.
Well, I guess that's fair enough, I suppose. Like, I mean, you gotta have fan service some way, right?
Fair. I think there's also like that one part where the main character is like stitching a flesh golem back together, and like the stitches were like making her moan for some reason.
Oh, please, no, not a flesh golem.
To be fair, she was hot though.
Look, okay, I've had experience with D&D. I've had experience with Dungeons and Dragons, okay?
Okay,
And
fair enough. Yeah, I see what you mean.
do not remind me of the flesh mound. I do not want to experience that at all. It's already put into my basically memory banks, I suppose.
But to be fair, there are still like a lot of flesh golems which are just essentially like Frankenstein though.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
And that's what they showed anyway, and so like it kind of makes sense why she's kind of hot. But like if they made her like true D&D flesh golems,
No, no, it's gonna be a really, really bad time.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, let's move on to the next burning question, which is seeing as you're a butler with essentially no one master at the moment, What are some duties that you do around the mansion despite not having a master?
Well, here's how the mansion works. Okay, I did call it a guest house mansion, which basically, in the most simplest of terms, is a guest house mansion. People who, well, in need of time away of their daily lives will
Mhm.
have a chance, at the very least, to come down, come here, stay a while, and well, they'll have a private room, a private me, and yeah, just stay for however long they want it. So my day-to-day routines are just mostly cleaning up, preparing for a well, dinner, breakfast, lunch, supper, those kind of those the usual stuffs. And yeah, just yeah, basically like it's well, I wouldn't say a hotel because well, hotels
It
are
sounds like a hotel, like an inn, at the
yeah,
very
no,
least.
yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, no, fair enough. Try to just rebrand it.
It's essentially an inn. um, I know one way if you wanna like if you wanna make some money like somehow to like get a bunch of like people to come in. Don't
Do
call it
tell
a
me, do
hotel.
tell- do
Don't
tell
call it
me
a
a bit.
hotel. Don't call
Call
it.
it a-
Don't call it a hotel. Don't call it like an inn. Call it a ryokan.
Isn't it? Wait, yeah, no, it's just basically a guest house, isn't it?
Yes, but for weebs.
A person like you, I suppose.
I mean, it's bound to work eventually. Plus, I've heard like ryokans are really expensive though. So wait, so when people come to your guest mansion thing, do they
Yeah.
pay?
Mention Ryokan, I suppose. I will probably rebrand that soon enough, but well, no, actually, it's free of charge.
Oh, okay.
But,
So they just come there to be served essentially.
Yeah, they just come to be served, and well, it is like how do I say this without spoiling the next part? But in the simplest of terms, it is run by as some might call it magic. But
I
well,
mean, like most things nowadays too.
Yeah,
like
no, fair
in like
enough.
different universes. But yeah, I get what you're talking about. I think I kind of understand like what you do as a butler because I actually wait. Do you have like experiences with other butlers?
Well, I don't exactly have experience with other butlers, but I do have experience with other well beings, creatures that has a line of work in the service industry.
Ah, like could you give us like a story about like your experiences with like other service industry creatures?
Well, one of the newer ones I've met, their name is Eloy.
Aloy.
Yeah, Eloy. Eloy. Shout out to them, by the way. Very, very cool. Well, they are they are, as they describe themselves, a fashion designer,
Ah, okay.
a B fashion designer, no less. So yeah, I certainly do have experience with people on the service industry, serving like either designs. Well, I think I've met one who's a bartender, but for the life of me, I cannot remember their name, unfortunately.
Okay, don't worry about it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I just want to say earlier that
Oh, and
I-
also one more thing, maids, a lot
ah,
of maids.
that's true. There are a lot of like maid VTubers nowadays, huh?
Yeah, indeed they do.
Actually, the one what I wanted to bring up earlier was experience. I actually do have a few experiences with like actual butlers, which kind of like shocked me, because through family connections, I ended up like in a bougie place, right? Like a really bougie place, and like some dude just like knocked on the door. I expected it to be like a bellboy. Nope, it was a fucking butler. I was like, what the fuck? Oh yes,
Bringing
we're
bringing
your
you,
personal butler.
sorry.
They just knocked on the door saying that yes, I'm your personal butler, and we have like a team of like other butlers here to aid you in like whatever you need to do. And I'm here like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, no, that's how the mansion runs basically.
That was a weird experience, especially like
I believe
seeing
so.
like how they were like, I know literally everything about this place.
I know literally everything about this place, and well, I want to know what do you need, what do you want, what do you desire of
Yeah, I
me.
was like here like, fuck, bruh, I'm coming. I just need food. I just need water and food.
It shall be done.
To be fair, the place that I was staying at like had two rooms, master bedroom and then like separate bedroom. That was like meant to fill like at least 8 people, and it was just like me and then my family member, and I was like, what the fuck? This is way too much space.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's how the butler industry and the service industry of like, well, people who is on a higher status than most
Ah,
run.
yeah,
They
true,
run on
true.
grandeur. They run on well being the best of the best.
So it's probably safe to say that your master was probably like quite well off.
Yeah, they are. They are. From what I can gather, at the very least, they are a very well learned person, a sort of inventor, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't say anything more than that. The records are rather incomplete, and some are locked up, some are sealed, some are
Okay, it's fine.
a bit
Um,
illegible.
well, regardless, moving on, I gotta ask, are you serving anyone right now, like anyone specific, or are you currently just still running your pretty much ryokan?
Yeah, well, it's pretty much a ryokan, to be honest. I do not have a specific person that I serve. I do not have a one singular master that is, well, above me, because I regard everyone who, well, comes by, stays, and is enjoying it as, well, my master's the person who will, well, guide me to learn more about them, serve them as best as I could.
Okay, could you give us any stories about like the previous guests that you have served, like any specifics?
Uh, one of them, yeah, no, one of them is, well, a bit touchy, a bit,
Dude.
lewd, yes. They did a lot of like, oh, I love you, oh, you're so cute, those kind of stuff. Well, it flatters me. It flatters me, to be honest. It does. But I just, like, sometimes I just found it a bit creepy, and well, they not exactly left, but hasn't yet to return.
Also, so they're out there and probably might come back.
Yeah, they might be. They might.
Okay, that is a bit creepy, but I suppose that's just like what happens when somebody's working in the service industry, huh?
Sometimes guests can be creepy, annoying, weird, and sometimes downright disturbing. But luckily, I haven't met those types of people.
So I'm
Though
I'm assuming like every other part was like someone who was at least moderately
they're moderately
like
sensible. They're moderately
decent,
sensible.
yeah.
Yeah, decent men and women, and well, people.
Fair enough, fair enough. With seeing as how you are made of nanobots, are you able to change the way you look, or are you locked into just being a doggo butler?
Well, my nanobots isn't exactly a nanobot. It's more like metal dust that, well, has a bit of a mind of its own and
Mhm.
well controlled by the central AI, which is me. But um, well, for lack of better term, I am locked to being a doggo butler. But since well, the schematics did specify that the programming for the nanobots to be locked in this form, but I can
Mhm.
change my height, my gender, my looks. And if you've seen my older like model,
I think yeah, I recall what you looked like before.
well, it's rather a prototype to say the least. It's just
So it's like
a
so just an upgrade essentially.
yeah. This one is an upgrade. It's much more
I mean, it definitely
comfortable to
looks
be honest.
better. Looks more stylish, I suppose.
One of the perks of being a synthetic life form, as as you might relate, I suppose. You did say that you are a cyber flame elemental.
Partially cybernetic. I don't really. Well, I use my arm for upgrades, but I don't have that much cybernetics compared to like other people, at least.
Ah, I see. I see.
I've seen like a lot. I've seen like the most extreme case of somebody whose body was mostly like metal and like their head is basically empty because they like found a way, they like paid a lot of money to compress all of their mind stuff and just store it somewhere else for safety reasons. But geez, that was just the cost of that is like amazes me.
I guess. Well, I guess they deserve to have the title "Mind Empty."
Yeah, pretty much. You know, it kind of like I'm just like thinking like how fun it would be like this person like goes into a tunnel and they just like shut down because there's no signals coming in.
Yeah. No. Well,
But
speaking of signals, I do have some problems with that
oh, what do you mean?
sometimes. Since here's the thing, I don't run on electricity as some well synthetic life forms do.
Okay.
I instead run on arcane energy, magic, whatever you want to call it. I just my creator called it arcane energy. And well, it's the center pendant of on my it's the center gem on my pendant. That's me, but basically the dog butler is just how I present myself and how my
Okay.
creator chose to present me. So I run on basically passive charge. As long as I'm in the vicinity of the mansion, I won't die. I won't power down.
So you can't leave.
Uh, no, technically, but the gem do have power for at most 2 weeks. So I can live off grid, off the mansion for a week, 2 weeks, and then I have to go back down before I crumble into basically metal dust.
Okay, that's fine. So I'm thinking that let's say hypothetically you use your teleporter to reach into another universe. You can like enjoy this place for like the better part of about let's
A week or
say
two.
no okay let's say like we're being generous. Let's say you go to Disneyland, right? You go to Disneyland and you just like enjoy your day for like about let's say about 16 hours. Go back
Yes.
home, recharge, or like how humans would do,
Mhm.
sleep, and then just immediately go back the next day. So you just go back to the mansion just for bed.
Well, technically, I can summon myself on one of the maintenance doors of the rides, so I don't have to even pay for a ticket.
Free tickets.
Because from what I hear, Disney is not a ethical company.
It is not. It is expensive. It is a pain in the ass. They also like fuck over the locals sometimes.
Well, capitalism. Nah, just kidding.
Capitalism.
I do. Well, I mean, I do live off the backs of capitalism, but we'll talk about that.
I am trying to rise upon the ranks of capitalism myself. Mercenary work and all that shit.
But
But-
yeah, no, sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna say that just how people like find ways to just like push themselves forward and other people down. That's essentially capitalism is.
Yeah, no,
It's the best system we have because it
It's the
like
best
gives us like cool shit, but it's not
Is
a
it
great
is
system.
it good? Is it good? Not at all. Is it the best that we have? Maybe.
I
But
mean,
yeah. Oh my god. Since when did this turn into socioeconomics?
I I can't answer that. But yeah, just like see, just like we don't. Capitalism is probably just like our like capitalism mixed with like other systems is probably like the best option we have because just just relying on one system is gonna like not work at all. I recall a a small documentary where they said that any extreme of like any like economic extreme never works.
Yeah, no, it's the but unfortunately humans organics live on the extreme. The only it's either nothing or everything. Unfortunately. Um you either have to privatize almost every single line of business to well run the country basically, or you let the government control it, and both are not good options.
Yeah, because let's say that you give too much government control,
Mhm.
it's not gonna end well because there isn't like proper growth, which is what happened with communism, which obviously
Yeah.
didn't fucking work.
It did for a bit. It did for a bit, but and then it crumbles altogether.
I think just well, it essentially
Yeah.
crumbles because people are stupid and they get corrupt. So
Yeah.
then there's also
Or
the
bad.
opposite where you like have no control, anarchism, and yeah, that is not great. That is not
Yeah.
great for
No.
anyone.
Anyway,
Illegal shit everywhere.
legal, legal stuff. Legal. Oh my god. Well, I mean, we did. Your background is that, so it's a given that we talk about communism.
Nice. It's just fucked up how people just cannot how generally like most universe just cannot like come up with like a singular system. I mean,
And
okay,
here,
I wanna
here
like
I am
bring,
just no, here I am just chilling in a dimension between dimension and just well, kind of being alone,
doing
kind
my
of
own
having
thing. Yeah,
company, doing my own thing.
I actually recall reading this. Okay, I actually do own a copy of the Communist Manifesto because yes.
Damn.
Anyway, there was a couple passages that actually make sense. It's not. I'm not saying communism is great. I'm just saying like how this thing makes sense. But they explain Karl Marx or Hegel's like explain how in let's okay. One example is Africa, right?
Okay.
Like deep Central Africa, there are still tribes that has not contacted humans. Well, not they have, but I mean other humans, but whatever. They are they have been living the same way for generations. But
Yes.
how they were living in that way is what's interesting because they essentially lived in like prehistoric version of communism. No one owns anything. If you need something, I can get it for you. If I can't get it for you, someone else can, etc. I need something, you give it to me. There is no currency. It's just a matter of helping my fellow neighbor, and that
But-
has worked in small communities. But because greed is a thing, or greed became a thing, people have become fucked up.
Yeah. No, like communism, to be honest, has moral grounds. It's a
Yeah.
system where people help each other. People support each other. But,
Exactly.
well,
It has
As you've
never
said-
been applied like properly. Plus,
as you've said, greed is a thing.
yes, because on the other side of that is the issue with that is they have been prehistoric for fucking generations. They never upgraded anything. The issue with that is that they do not have a drive to become better because they are satisfied with what they have. That has some merits, but that also has some issues.
Uh,
That's why
well,
this is
it's
a really confusing system. Like how
yeah,
we're
it's
supposed to like deal with these things.
because like what's it called? Communism and capitalism are both idealistic in
Yeah,
nature,
yeah.
and idealism in and of itself is just basically only reaching utopia. You cannot reach it with
We can't. Yeah.
simple human minds.
I mean, like, the opposite of that is of course like capitalism, which is the system what most countries live in right now, which is also which is also not great, because even though we get cool shit, not everyone can have that cool shit.
Yeah, no, progress for the sake of progress, but that progress in and of itself is limited to a certain class, a certain part
Yeah,
of the society.
like somebody can. Okay, like for example, somebody creates the best health. Let's say somebody creates like this kind of surgery that can like cure all of your diseases, but because we live in a capitalist society, they're going to just capitalize the fuck out of it, making like the most expensive shit in the world,
Yeah.
and not for any good reason. Which is why we humans. I mean, like everyone just needs like a distracted balance, but that balance is probably like impossible to get. Like just knowing
Yeah,
like how
no.
beings are.
Both extremes are idealist in nature, but the middle ground is also idealist in nature. We cannot, humans, I suppose, the society that some of us live in cannot reach that without severe and major changes in their mindset and their, at the very least, how much they will sacrifice for the greater good.
Yeah, definitely. It's just sad how
Oh
it's
my
sad,
God.
but I suppose that's just the best system we have here, and we just had to like live through it because that's like what most systems are now anyway.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate situation.
Definitely. But regardless, I suppose we just have. But regardless, let's move on to the next burning question, which is
Oh my God.
yeah, that was like a heavy topic.
Yeah, that was a very, very heavy topic, and well, let's return to the more lighter stuff. How about that?
Actually, the next question is: seeing as you're a butler, what do you
Mhm.
reckon is the best tea for morning brunch?
Tea. Straight English tea. Without anything. Actually, not English tea, because here's the thing. English tea is not real tea. It's just milk tea. Okay, English tea. Okay, they serve it. I've seen it with my own eyes. People serving tea with milk, and it's like literally a small pitcher of milk. Okay, dumped into the tea, handfuls of sugar, stirred around, and then like consumed. That is not tea. I don't know, my future master, please spare me from this. Tea is just boiled leaves. Thank you.
What was that thing like freaking from Avatar: The Last Airbender? This thing tastes like boiled leaf soup.
Yeah,
Tea
no,
is
I
boiled
mean,
leaf soup.
it is boiled leaf soup. Tea is supposed to be boiled leaf soup.
But yeah, what you were saying earlier, I do agree. I don't enjoy. Well, I do drink tea from time to time, but that's like it's not like my preferred drink, you know. But
Yeah,
when
no,
it is, I do also like English tea. I
got
actually
you, I
prefer
got you.
English tea over like other herbal teas.
I got it, but like, here's the thing. Tea is just better enjoyed. Well,
What?
you know, tea is just better enjoyed, just
Oh.
straight. Maybe sugar, maybe honey,
Yeah.
but that's it. Just a sweetener, nothing
Exactly. I actually have a buddy of mine who told me that because he's from like you know how I'm like from the fire dimension. He's like from a stone dimension, or like a desert dimension, and they told me like the way they like drink their tea there is like they mix in so much milk to the point where it's milk with tea. It's not tea with milk.
I've also heard of some cultures and other parts of the world where, well, tea is actually served with, oddly enough, butter or some kind of
Butter?
butter, yeah,
What?
butter. And here's the quirky part: it's salty,
What?
salty tea.
What?
Yeah,
This is
no.
weird. I need to look this up because this is like fucking weird. Butter with tea.
It's
I-
well, it's not exactly butter, but like it's one of the ingredients of it is at the very
It's a thing?
least-
Butter tea is a thing? Blah, 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 blah. Nepal, Bhutan, India, Pakistan. What the fuck? Okay, it's yak butter, but still! That's weird.
Well, that's even quirkier, isn't it?
Okay. I suppose we can't judge them, but what the fuck?
Well, cultures are the way of certain groups of people survive and live off the best live off the land the best they could.
But butter tea, what the fuck?
Hey, it happens.
Okay, but although like that being said, I kind of do want to taste like yak butter on toast now.
No, don't. I have not experienced that, but I don't think I will recommend it.
Okay, I think like the weirdest milk I probably tasted is. Actually, think about it. I don't think I've like tasted like any. Oh no, I have tasted like ox milk. I have tasted that. Like a buffalo milk. I think buffalo is like a better term for it. And buffalo milk doesn't taste actually that different from like regular milk. It's just it's hard to like say what taste it is because it's not. It's like it's more earthy. I think it's like the best way to describe it.
Earthy flavors does not bode well.
An earthy flavor milk. Yeah, I think that's my best way of describing it.
I am scared.
It actually doesn't taste that bad. You definitely should try it. What I've seen though, but I haven't tasted, but I will probably like try to get one as soon as possible, is deer milk. That one I am like thinking of trying it because it sounds rather interesting.
Talking about deer, okay?
Yeah.
I've had venison meat before.
Oh yes, I have.
But I don't know if it was properly cooked. I don't know if it was like properly. No, here's the thing. I don't know if it's properly. Was it properly? How do I say this? Processed, but it smells funky. It smells funky. It tastes funky, and I don't know what's going on with that. Honestly, it's weird. It's I've said it. Yeah, I don't know. Oh shit.
Okay,
it's just.
I think that might be the cooking process. I don't think it's supposed to smell to do that.
Yeah, I guess.
But still, I suppose like at some point, like somebody's just gonna add like other weird stuff to tea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah,
that's our
bound to.
culture. That's their thing, and we can't judge them too much. Anyway, moving on to the next question.
At me.
One of the butler's responsibilities is overseeing the house, its maintenance, as well as hiring staff to help with this.
Indeed.
Are you alone in the mansion, or do you have other people working under you?
Okay, here's the thing. My mansion runs on because, as you've said before, well, when you stay in a very posh place, there are multiple butlers on duty, right?
Sure.
Oh, that's how my mansion works. But instead of, well, different persons with different personalities, it's just me. I can, since I do have an excess of, well, the nanobots, nanomaterial that made me, well, me.
Mm-hmm.
I can make clones. I can, uh,
Ah.
well, build more, build more of me.
I feel that would be rather creepy. Like imagine like someone just like walking into like a mansion and just seeing like dozens of the same person just cleaning everyone. There's a dozen like freaking butler doggos.
But well, here's the thing. My clones are has a numbering system starting from 0001 to well 49s,
Okay.
and fortunately we haven't reached that number. I don't know if it was fortunate or unfortunate, but well, we haven't had to get well 9,999 of me. So I'm looking forward to a moment where that can happen.
How many like at maximum were there of you at time?
Well, depending on how much is staying at the mansion, well, I think I have around 67, 68.
Okay, that isn't that much.
Hey, would you want a
One more.
personal butler? No, would you want a personal butler?
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. There's the thing. That's the thing. Like people wants to. Well, my creator also aims to have a personalized experience for themselves, and also well having multiple of me is easier to well maintain the mansion.
Okay, I see. So with that your seeing as you have like several like copies of yourself, that means you have more than one guest at a time.
Indeed, I do.
Ah, okay. So supposedly like while you're here on this talk show, you have like a couple of yourselves just serving people
Yeah,
like
a
back
couple
home.
of myself just like, okay, what you wanna do? Oh, you wanna do this? Okay, yeah.
Wait, so doesn't
And
that doesn't that mean though then that you have one person like you can have like a dozen of yourselves just like roaming around the world while like for at the maximum of like 2 weeks?
yeah, indeed I can, but like, it's a bit more catastrophic if one of my clones decided to well leave. Cause well, what sets me as like the main Aki apart from the others
Yeah.
is I have a sort of organ system skeleton. I
Oh, they
don't
don't.
know.
It's just they're
I-
just dust.
They're just dust.
Ah.
Well, I don't know which one's more catastrophic. Me disintegrating into just well a hunk of metal skeleton with synthetic organs. I suppose. I'm not sure how that got in here though.
Well, depending like how things are gonna happen. I think it's one of those questions you don't want to find out what happens.
Fuck around and find out.
So yeah, it's still interesting how you essentially have an army like at your disposal. Do you do anything with that?
Well, I mean, I don't have any plans on doing anything with that. Wink. But yeah, no. I'm being honest. I don't have any plans to do anything more with that. I'm just, well, your humble butler. And I'm content with my, well, existence, I suppose. Just to serve other people, serve them as best as I could.
Okay, I see. May I ask, what are some details about your master that you know of, like based on like the place that they live in? They are you've already described them as being very educated. You
Yes,
described them as like
they do.
at least wealthy, considering how they afforded like you and the mansion and so on.
Mhm.
But what
Mhm.
else can you tell us about your creator?
Well, he is I think, scientist by trade. He has a Sorry, I said he, but like I can't be sure of their gender yet.
Ah,
So well,
fair enough.
that's one thing that's still a mystery to me, and their identity too. But well, they are a scientist by trade since well, they made me. Woke up in a laboratory filled with, well, not exactly other me's, but well, just
Just
a
you and the
just
dust.
me, just me and the numerous containers of uh metal dust.
I see, I see. Okay, I see. So with that, you're so all you know is that your master's a scientist and so on. Have you tried tracking down like where he is?
As far as I know, they went missing without a trace. That's which I always find quite odd, since well, you know, missing people can be found if you look hard enough, right?
Sure.
But for this one, I just can't find them. I just can't. Yeah, I just can't. I just can't find them. I just can't track them down.
Okay, fair
Like
enough. Fair enough.
the last thing, the last place that I can like at well, quote unquote, find them is just here in the mansion. I don't think they even left.
Okay, that's probably a terrifying thought that he's just like someone just lying around the mansion.
Maybe, maybe that would be a bit weird though. That would be a bit freaky.
So we got a guest fact from the Savory Chicken again. Can you tell us a little fact about yourself?
Oh, okay. A little fact about myself. Ooh, okay. I have boobs.
Sorry?
I have tits.
What?
If you look closely, there is a ridge, there is a mountain there.
Okay, sure. Are those just pecs, or are they just filled with fat?
There are nerves, darling. Well, at least I can control if I feel through them or not. But well,
I suppose you can also control like their size.
I can. Yes, I can actually. But well, I guess this is sizable enough to not exactly codify me as a female. But yeah, I'm proud of these honkers.
Fair enough. Okay, moving on. Being a butler and sorry. So your title is doggo butler. How much
Yes.
of a doggo do you reckon you are? Do you have like a sense of smell? And of course, you're not including the ears and the tail.
Well, I do have the same abilities as a dog, and I don't know, somehow some dog mannerisms also slip through the cracks. So I
So what are we
sometimes
talking here?
barking at
barking.
cats, barking at cats, especially cats. You cannot trust cats. Though I do trust some cats, but you cannot trust all cats.
So, somehow I'm just somehow being reminded of like just a dog butler and a cat maid just like arguing.
Yes.
I would like to see that happen.
Cat maids are overrated. Become a dog butler. This is a call to everyone who is not a VTuber yet, who plans to be, and does not have any ideas. Dog butler, join me. Join in this revolution against cat maids. We shall bark at every single one of them into submission. Well, not actually submission, but we do submit sometimes because, well, dogs. Okay, but yeah, no, yeah. Come join me in this revolution.
Dog butler versus Neko maid. Okay, that's
Dog
a
butler.
thing now, right?
I want to see that expanded.
Okay, after this burning questions, I dare you to just like look for like a VTuber cat girl, and just like at her and just go bark 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 bark.
Funny that you said that, but I've done that before. I've had asked the VTuber community send me a cat VTuber that you know, and I will bark at them. I
Cat
did.
girl made VTuber.
Not cat girl, cat boys, cat mans, cat woman, cat milfs, cat dudes. I bark at all of them.
Nice. Oh, that's great. Just like the war between cat girl maids and doggo butlers.
But yeah, been there, done that.
Adding on to that, do you have any kind of person who you wouldn't serve like on your mansion thing?
Honestly speaking,
Mhm.
no, I do not.
You'd
No,
probably still serve a cat girl.
I'd serve a cat girl, even if it means just at them. Just
Fair
like okay, here's your tea.
Usually, I'm
And-
imagining this thing from what was that one music video about, there was like cat boys who went to like a strip club.
I am sorry.
Hold on. I recall like this music video about cat boys at a strip club. Cat boy at a strip club. Hold on. This is like gonna kill me if I can't
Easy.
recall it. So
Easy. Oh my. Oh.
okay, I cannot find it. All I see are like anime shit. Anyway, the plot is like there's like a couple of cat boys like went to the strip. Okay, it's like the entire the entire club is just full of like different like animal people thing, right?
Okay.
And one of the cat boys over there, were like looking like typical like college kids, like wearing varsity jackets and shit. What they sat at a table right across a couple of Doberman dudes.
Oh wait. Oh, is it a music video?
Yeah, the music video. I forgot what it's called though.
Caravan Palace.
There
God.
it is. Yes, the Caravan Palace one. Yeah,
Yeah. Hold on.
Lone Digger. That's what it's called.
Gold Digger. Yeah, there you go. It's
Lone Digger. Yeah.
It's I like that. I like that song, to be honest. Lone
Yeah,
Digger.
apparently it won like a bunch of awards. But yeah, that it's just like imagining that rivalry, but instead of like just like a couple of like cat gangsters and like dog businessmen, it's like cat maids and dog butlers, I suppose.
Yeah, no, but like it's a good song. It's a good song.
It's a really good song.
Also one of the inspirations of being a friend. But we don't talk about that.
I suppose that's like one of the music videos that like made people. Okay, you know what? That gazelle girl at dancing is probably, it's kind of hot. Oh no, I'm a furry.
Yeah. It's like when you watch the end credits of Zootopia, watching those tigers dancing to is it Shakira or Beyonce?
I did not watch that. What the fuck?
Search up what's it called? Zootopia ending, and then like also like / tiger dancing.
Oh
Look
my
it
God.
up.
Okay,
Look it up.
Zootopia. What's it called?
It's
Zootopia.
Zootopia tiger dance.
Tiger. Oh, that one. Never mind. I think I know exactly what you're talking about. The one where he was like, this one. Okay, this is a different one. I did not see this one yet. It's Gazelle and the Tiger.
Yeah, it's Gazelle and the tiger.
Oh my lord. Okay, I can see why people are like losing their shit over this.
You can always. Well,
Actually,
I mean, you can-
adding on to this, we can probably like just safely say that your creator is probably like a furry, right?
I would not say no. I would not confirm nor deny that.
That being said,
Not
there's
not would not, but rather cannot confirm nor deny that.
sure. But yeah, it's just seeing how. Okay, let's say there's like 100 types of options that they could have like made your model into, and yet they chose a doggo butler.
Yes, yes they do.
Well, there it is. But
There
yeah,
it is. Yeah, I guess that's proof. Or that's enough proof. I don't know. Uh,
considering all of that your butler, I mean your master was probably like a furry. What can you say is the weirdest request you've gotten from a guest, considering that you are a doggo?
well, not exactly, but a random teammate that I found on a Valorant game.
Mm-hmm.
I begged them a gun, right?
Sure.
Like, please buy me this, like, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
They literally said, only if you bark first. Give me
Oh
a
my
bark
god.
without knowing that I am by all means a dog.
Oh
So
my
I
lord. You
happily
should have
paid
probably
it.
like recorded that. That sounds
I
cool.
should have I should have recorded that, yes, but unfortunately it's an off-stream game and I
Oof.
still regret it. I still regretted that moment to this day.
I actually also like have a lot of like those things where I like just play off stream, but the reason why I was able to like record a lot of stuff is because of what's it called? Because of like Xbox. Xbox has this system wherein you press like a combination of buttons and it will save like your last 5 minutes of a game. That's literally that system itself like saved me so many times.
Yeah, no, just the biggest regret of a content creator is not capturing moments.
Exactly. Which is also like part of the reason why I only like stream. I only game when I stream now. Actually,
Oh, really? Oh, interesting.
I do not have time, and also like don't want to regret like not capturing stuff like on camera.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Are there other like weird things that like some people like ask you to do, considering that you've had probably like thousands of guests by now?
Well, that's unfortunate. Not actually, but unfortunately, that was the furthest that I can remember. The weirdest thing that somebody asked me to do, like just literally bark to beg. But yeah,
I mean, it kind of worked, I suppose. Not really, but you know. With a lot of those things like working just the way they do, can you tell me like what what are some interesting characters that you've had like guested at your ryokan? Like what are like some unique creatures that you've had? Because I've had like goddesses on this show, so what kind of like people do you have like on your in your care, I suppose?
well, I have a Phoenix God. I do have a RGB gamer golem. Yay!
A phoenix god?
Yeah, Phoenix God. You know Vinyon Kami?
No.
Yeah, no, he's one of my good friends. Plays Apex, so yeah. And well, I do have a Leviathan under my care too.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So that guy
uh,
must have been big.
we do have a pool, okay? And they also walk on land. They don't really need a pool, so it's one of the amenities that I provide. And well, it can be a place where someone stays.
I mean, if it works, it works, right?
Yes, it does.
So is that just where they sleep though? Because I feel like that's a bit too
No, well, I mean, they sleep. They sometimes sleep on like a normal, yeah, a normal room. But well, they do sometimes sleep on the, on the how can I say it? The pool.
That is just sad though. Like for those kinds of people, where they're just way too big to like enjoy the place, huh?
Yeah, and then just like, okay, you sleep on the garden and you sleep on the pool.
Ice are still being served to an extent.
Yeah, I mean it does. And well, I also have a couple of bees, which is
Oh, what?
well, if I have a nickel for every time I met a bee VTuber,
Uh huh.
I'd have two nickels, which isn't much, but like I mean, it's weird. It's kind of interesting that I've met two bee VTubers.
I've just posted a tweet like the day about a day ago,
Hmm.
and like asking people to tag their favorite VTubers on who should like appear on Braining Question. And there are I think I've at least seen three separate VTubers.
Apparently, bees are in mode, I guess. First it's cats, then it's bees, and then I don't know, a lot of things.
That's true. We have like a lot of like cat girl
Mm.
VTubers nowadays. I mean we
Yeah,
we have we have something like Lady K, I suppose.
and yeah, no, I mean also I try to be different when like you know Shibas, right?
Sure.
Yeah, well, Shibas are overrated and Akitas are superior, so
Yeah, because Akitas are like much bigger, right?
yes.
Okay, cool.
Akitas are much bigger, more floofier, more stronger than Shibas. Oh, but somehow Shibas are more memeable. I don't know why that's happening.
I think Shivas. I think it's not that Shivas are more memeable. It's just the fact that people don't know the difference.
Well, they should know the difference.
But yeah, I've definitely seen like a bunch of those like posts where I've actually watched a few videos before about because I was like interested in like getting Shiba like at some point. But I saw like an Akita's what's it called?
Akita?
Yeah, an Akita. An Akita is like a bigger Shiba. Oh, okay. Like how about you talking about her? And then I just saw like the picture of an Akita next to a guy. That's a fucking wolf.
Well, hold on. Let me send you a comparison of an Akita and a Shiba. It's not. I don't think. It's kind of hard to see like the scale, but you get the picture.
Hey, I get you.
Yeah, no, they are floofier. We are, well, no, we are floofier, we are bigger, and we have a much more friendly look. And Shibas are overrated because of Doge.
True. Because Dogecoin and shit.
Dogecoin, the Doge meme, memes.
Also true.
They are in the internet meme circle for too long, and we need to rise up. Akitas for the win. Okay, Ranton.
It's fine, but yeah, oh yeah, this one. Yeah, I've seen this one. I've seen a much bigger version though of this Akita. They're, like fucking gigantic. And if I recall, like the history of the Akita is like hunting down bears, right?
Not sure.
I know they were hunting dogs. That's why they're so fucking huge. But yeah,
Yeah, no.
not entirely sure like what exactly they're hunting.
And also, one more fact about Akitas. Hachiko is an Akita.
Ah, okay, that kind of explains. That kind of explains it, actually. I was like, I was like thinking of like of like fucking Hachiko like with the fucking Doge face.
No, Hachiko is an Akita.
Okay, that makes sense. Fun fact, I actually never watched the I didn't watch the
Bro,
Hachiko movie.
I watched the Hachiko movie and I almost cried.
No, I did not watch the Hachiko movie because I watched the documentary and I cried during the documentary. I cannot watch the movie.
Dude,
I am
bro.
not gonna fucking watch the movie. I'm gonna like try hard.
I actually no here spoilers for the movie. I'm sorry, but like
Everyone should know a story of Hachiko
the
now.
You should watch Hachiko: A Dog's Tale. That's the movie. 2009. Like here's the thing.
Ah,
I cried the moment Hachiko met her own his owner again.
wait, I thought the owner never
Because
came back though.
no, the ending of the movie is basically Hachiko dying and then meeting his owner on the
Oh
afterlife.
shit, that's what you mean. Okay. Oh.
Bro, like literally, just like the scene is
Ah.
literally Hachiko sleeping on a snowy station. Okay, because you know the Hachiko, what's it called? The legend says Hachiko waited on the in front of the train station every single day.
Yeah.
Like the ending is just Hachiko. Okay, no, the scientist, the doctor,
Yeah.
coming down from like the train station and then embracing Hachiko, and then like the ending scene is basically Hachiko dying.
Okay, that's what you mean.
Bro, it was I cried. Waterfalls.
Dude, that's why I cannot freaking watch that. I know I'm just laying on, just like tears will just stream. But speaking of which, have you watched freaking Futurama, Jurassic Park?
No, I do not. I
Because
am quite out of the loop for like adult animation. Like I've only recently gotten into Happy Friends.
okay, I see. But in that
Oh, it's
that
not
show,
Happy Friends, Smiling Friends. Sorry.
okay, it's fine. But that in that show, it's essentially the same story as Hachiko because that's okay. Like Fry, right? Fry, he had a dog before he went like 1,000 years in the future.
Yep.
He found this dog. Like he found like the fossilized remains of his dog, right? And they just like start like flashing back to like the life of Fry and also this dog. The dog actually found Fry when he was already frozen, but the parents were too stupid to realize that their son was there. So
Nice.
so we just have like this dog just like coming back every day like to the pizzeria where Fry used to work at, just waiting for
Oh,
him.
that one. I think I've seen that before. I think I've seen
Yeah,
a
that
clip of
one.
that.
Bro, that shit made me depressed because it's essentially like that version of like
It's
Hachiko.
It's Hachiko, but it's American.
Oh my lord! I also like teared up when I saw that scene because it's like the dog just kept coming back like every day.
Yeah, that was
And
sad.
and
That
like
was
that
extremely sad.
that was the part where they said that where Fry said that we will not bring him back to life even though I miss him so much because he probably like found another family and like had like a happy life. That did not
Yeah,
happen. The dog just kept coming back and oh my god, I'm tearing up.
bro,
Oh, that's so
bro.
sad. Bro,
Ah,
oh, I love that. That freaking show was awesome. That show was really good. That episode in particular was like really good. Because holy fuck.
but yeah, it happens. It's well, I mean, Hachiko's story is just well an extraordinary story about loyalty and
Hell yeah.
perseverance.
I think that's the one story that just like made everyone say, dogs are fucking cool.
Yeah.
The Legend of Hachiko. That's one of the places I want to go to, like the train station area where
It's in
Hachiko.
Shibuya.
Yeah, it's in Shibuya, but
It's literally on Tokyo.
they have like a fucking like statue of him just
Yeah.
there.
Oh yeah, you can also visit Hachiko's stuffed body.
What? They stuffed his body or
Yeah, no, they stuffed his body and it's in like display in Ueno.
where's that?
Wait, I think near Hokkaido. Wait, oh no, actually no, never mind. It's in Tokyo. Shit.
Oh, okay, it's also in Tokyo. Okay, you can probably like visit them in the same day. I'm assuming
Yeah.
they're not like not far apart.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll definitely like visit there like when I get a chance because I want to see the place where they got the movie that just made me like bawl my tears out. But regardless, we're already at the tail end of the show. We have 2 more questions to go. So,
Okay, hit it.
being a butler and a dog, what, in your opinion, is a greater compliment? Good work on preparing the foyer, or who's a good boy?
Oh my god. Why must you present me with two of the most difficult options? I said who's a good boy. Because if I prepare the foyer well enough and then one of my masters just say who's a good boy, I would certainly just scream out, ooh, me.
Okay, I suppose that is the one with the weakest someone. Okay, well, we're moving on to the last question, which surely a lot of people were also wondering about. Being a doggo butler, your work extends to your personal life, right? Since you essentially like live in the house where you work at.
Mhm.
That being said, you don't have a master, and the people who are living there, it's done for free. So I'm assuming that they don't really pay you. So how exactly do you get money? Are you being paid in like money from your master? Are you getting like his assets, or are you just being paid in belly rubs?
Well, the way, I guess, of how the mansion runs is, well, since it runs on magic, it can technically produce its own, well, one power to heating, stuff like that. And well, my AI core is also powerful, has enough arcane energy to, well, create some other things. Namely, well, food stuff, and yeah, like food stuff, water, heating, and it's basically the same thing. And also, we also accept, well, to integrate the Twitch stuff a bit more, kind of like simple donations and subscription stuff.
I mean that is a way
And
of
also
making
belly
money.
rubs. Belly rubs is also a good form of currency. Yes, we accept belly rubs.
Hell yeah. So anyway, everyone, that has been Burning Questions featuring Akitasu. Did you have a great time on the show?
Yes, I do have a great time. It's actually kind of interesting to.
That's great. That's great. Any final words before we end this burning question?
Yes, I do. Penis. Okay, we're done here.
Well, anyway, everyone, I hope y'all enjoyed. This was an interesting episode, like diving deep into the life of the Akitatsu. So anyway, if y'all want to check out more of him, he's on Twitch, and where else can they find you?
Well, I do also have Twitter, Akitasu VT, and that's about my social media, unfortunately.
Okay, fair enough. So anyway, everyone, I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you later.